먹방. 아, 뭐야? 살아났어. 그 여자다.
Hope you don't mind creepy posters.
It's your room. You can do what you like with it. But I definitely prefer this to fairies, rainbows, and pink unicorns. Did you make these?
아,
My boyfriend made them.
이게
Some of
입고
them
나서
anyway.
아까 그게 있었던 거야, 그죠?
So, Miss Ashworth, I happen to have a bottle of
이
wine
일이
in my
있고
bag.
나서 아까
I was going to leave it to Robert, but I forgot
그죠?
about it.
Robert?
The guy with the rats.
Oh, yes. Of course.
So, shall we have a drink then? We could get to know each other a bit more. I know, I promise I won't get in the way. And, I mean, you don't have to if you don't feel it, but since we're going to live together for a little while.
Yeah,
그래,
that's
마셔.
okay, I guess.
Great! I'll bring the wine.
갖고 와. 아까 와인 오프너가 있었거든요.
It's one of those bottles with a cork.
와인 오프너가 있었어.
Have you got a bottle opener, Miss Ashworth?
있어.
In the kitchen. I'll go get it, shall I?
Yes, please. And while you're there, could you get a couple of...
잔도 2개. 시키는 것도 많아. 가자. 내가 갖고 올게. 기다려. 그래, 이럴 땐 술이지. 사람 친해질 때는 술로 이제 딱 친해지는 거죠. 아, 어딨더라? 아. 술 한잔 하면서 이제 친해지는 거지. 자, 요 위에 아까 천장이 있었어. 포크 스튜드, 오케이. 와인 잔, 잔. 잔이 어딨지? 네, 제가 술을 좋아하기 때문에. 잔은 어딨냐, 와인. 그리고 와인잔은 어딨지? 주방에 와인잔이 없나? 아, 거기 있는 보다. 찬장에. 그죠? 캐비넷. 아, 여기 와인 글래시즈. 오케이. 여기 있었어. 그죠? 야, 마셔. 나 가져왔다. 기브.
There you go. Let's get that bottle opened.
Yeah. But we'll need glasses too. See if you...
갖고 왔지,
I
갖고
found
왔지.
some wine glasses.
Oh, right. That's all we need. Oh, and Miss Ashworth, I really must say this before we start.
Yeah?
I promise I won't cut your throat when you're asleep.
Very funny, Mitzi.
Oh, no, I mean
와인에
it.
도?
That's
와인에
fine.
독이?
But just so you know,
아니,
I
안죽인데.
always sleep with my
안죽인데.
eyes open.
눈을 뜨고 잔대요. 아, 맞네. 암이네요. 아.
So, the big C. Want to talk about it?
아,
Well,
맞네.
to be honest, I didn't really want to tell you. I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. This is the last and most important.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems too.
얘는 그냥
Some,
암 걸려서.
like yourself,
그죠.
even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
뭐 간암,
Brain tumor.
폐암,
The name is
뇌종양.
glioblastoma.
Haha.
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma.
와.
Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer.
아, 뭐야, 얘
And
간호사.
I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, and yet she gets to be the
맞아요,
prom queen
맞아요.
before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
맞아.
How long?
고양이 나온 목숨 가지고 있는
They
설정.
said I had a year.
아까
That was
선생님도
6
그렇게
months ago,
얘기하시더라고.
so... Yeah. Not awfully
아,
long.
반년 전에 암에 걸렸는데 이제 얼마 안 남았다.
Is there anything?
They've tried.
그래,
I'm
이미
sorry.
뇌종양 퍼져서 아유,
Yeah.
어떡하냐.
So am I. Do you want to talk about something else?
Oh,
비가 안 내려.
it's not raining anymore.
Oh well.
말 돌렸어.
I don't mind rain. But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that I'm actually scared of. I got lost in a
한기가 더
fog
무섭대.
once when I was just 9 or
아.
10. I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in...
But now that you're a big girl, you know there are no monsters.
Yeah?
들어본 적도 없어. 괴물이란 우리를 치유하는 거야. 살인자가? 아니, 본인이 살인자라고. 뭐야.
Maybe you're right. I will believe in them when I see one.
With this fog approaching fast, you might be in luck, Miss Ashworth. I am so glad I'm not spending another night outside. I might be a big girl now, but there will always be a part of me that is frightened, I guess. Did you know they actually have a name for it?
공포증의
It's called
이름이
homichlophobia. Fear of
안개
fog.
공포증.
We are living in crazy times.
그 남자를 어떻게
How are you planning to
찾아갈
find this
생각이니?
guy?
그 남자가
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that
남자가
hard,
어떤
really.
남자일까?
There are only 8 apartments here. One is yours. That leaves us with 7.
아,
I was
일곱
hoping that you
개만
could give
뒤지면
me a
되잖아.
hand, actually. You know
아니.
some of your neighbors, don't you?
Not many. I never really cared about them.
이웃이랑
They
안 친한데
changed
이
over the
여자.
years too. You probably also figured by now
Oh,
that
no,
this
이웃이랑
is
안
not the
친한데.
sort of place where new neighbours are greeted with a you see a new face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you
That bad, eh?
well, there's that bald guy who lives above me in flat 5. He
오,
came here
실에
recently
머머리
to
살고
shout in
있다는
my
걸 알고
face.
있어.
He's a nasty piece of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
아, 트레인
I
드라이버.
can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver.
음.
Okay, that's good. Leaves us with just 6. Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not
그
tonight.
사람일지도.
Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time.
그죠?
There's no need to rush
자꾸
this.
친구 없는데.
Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your...
Sounds
어디
good to
누가
me, Mitzi.
이웃 모른다니까. 아니 남자친구 얘기까지 들어야
You
돼.
mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him.
그러니까
Name's
친구
Jack.
없는데. 남친
He's
요
dead.
남친 얘기. 남친 죽었대. 헐.
Oh,
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy
남친
stories.
죽었대요. 아.
and I'm not a happy stories kind of.
Guess so.
남친도 죽었대. 할 수 없어. 아.
Anyway, I
좀
suppose I
불쌍하긴
would have
해요.
had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After
편안하게
all, he is the main... I just... don't know where to start.
편하게 보내주자. 잠깐만. 너희 둘이 어떻게 만났는지도 얘기 들어야 되고 암에 대한 거. 그러니까 방벽에는 잭이 이게 가장
Tell me how you
궁금하긴
two
한데.
met.
Oh, we knew each other for like... forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we seem to be made
그거였어.
for each other.
소꿉친구였어.
Perfect match. I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack.
너무 이렇게
Need
올인하면 안
anybody
돼요,
else.
한 명한테.
You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how to feel. I guess I've been very
지금
lucky.
모쏠을 굉장히 자극하시는데,
Oh,
저거?
luck runs out sometimes.
모쏠을 자극하시는데, 지금? 그죠?
How did he take the news about your cancer?
이놈 자식이?
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. And he got really angry.
보세요, 여러분. 솔로
I
합시다.
swore to him I was serious, but he still
솔로
wouldn't
합시다,
believe
여러분.
me.
이게
We had a big
불행해지잖아.
fight that night. It was our first and only fight.
이거
He smashed some stuff.
솔로들을.
His guitar, of all things, was the worst.
아,
He loved that guitar. He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me, begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't
아,
really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help.
아니
just made
아픈데
me feel
지가 왜
sick all the
화를
time.
내지?
I felt trapped in a strange place where nothing that happened around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well.
근데 여친이 안 걸렸다고
Changed.
본인이
He became obsessed with death.
화를 내서
It seemed death was all he ever thought about.
Jack made those pictures on your wall.
He always liked all kinds of morbid stuff, whether it was music, movies, paintings. So do I, really.
오.
People say it's depressing to listen to sad songs or
취미가
watch sad
맞았던 거지,
films,
그죠? 취미가
but I never
맞았던
felt that way.
And yet, you are scared of fog.
Oh, that's different. I might be scared of fog, but I like spiders.
거미들을
Beautiful.
좋아하는데 또
You must be
이상해.
out of your mind, Mitzi.
No, honestly, there's a certain indescribable beauty in sadness. Just like there's beauty in the grey and ugly winter morning when you look past the obvious and no.
You must love my apartment then. It's like Ugly took a vacation here and never went home again.
이모 맞는 거. 그죠? 맞는 거 같아. 맞는 거
How
같아.
did he
살짝
die?
애가 다크해.
How did Jack die?
다크하고
It was so distant to the last few weeks
중2병 맞아 맞아.
before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew, but it eventually found him. Alright,
이거.
there are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions,
감사합니다.
everything really.
감사합니다.
Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about
맞네.
suicide.
자살 동호회 같은 거 맞죠?
There's a guy there.
자살님. 자슈민님
himself the
팔로우
Eye of
감사합니다. 자수민님.
He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you.
사첸.
Listen to their
사첸이
stories
뭐예요?
and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death.
아담에는.
He dwells on human weakness. His job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good.
그지 그 남자가
Jack
이제
took the
같이
bait.
자살을 할 남자인 거 아니야? 그
Before he knew, he was
그
completely
사람이 이 아파트 살고
brainwashed.
있는 거지.
One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved. All thanks to the Eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were two easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up.
암으로 고통스럽게 죽지 말고
Reason for
편하게
me.
죽으라고.
And he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong.
진짜.
Finally, he said he would get everything
미쳤어.
ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn.
음.
5 in the morning. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. I just
괴로울
couldn't.
바에 같이 죽자.
I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was
잤어.
killing me. I
여자가 안
was so
잤어.
tired. I woke up suddenly.
안 갔어.
I could see the sun rising out my window.
그래서 잭만 죽은 거지.
It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late.
어떡해.
But right there in my bedroom, before I even left,
아,
I already knew it was. When I arrived at our special place, it was already bright. We used to go there in the past. Drink wine, sometimes smoke weed,
어머!
listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in
자동-
Jack's car. There wasn't
어머!
really anything special about that old
어머!
parking lot. But
어머!
else there was. It was completely abandoned.
그럼 미워.
It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
아, 얘로 움직이는 거야. 이만 가는 길이. 잭이 죽어 있겠지 가면 아.
근데 사실 농담하긴 했지만 저 상황은 복잡하죠. 시한부 판정받은 애인이랑 같이 이해가
맞아. 아. 맞아.
I'm so sorry. I think now I
얼마나
understand.
강한지
He
물어볼
loved
필요
you so
없지.
much. He couldn't bear the
맞아,
thought of
널
living
너무
without
사랑해서
you.
울프님 끼우
that
울프님
guy.
좋아요.
The Eye of Adam. I'm not surprised you want to find him. I know I would. I'm not sure if I should believe that you only want to
그
talk to
방법을
him.
알려준 아담의
But
눈을
hey,
자기가
That's
죽이겠다.
none of my business. I wouldn't know what I'd do if this happened to me.
Good to know, but I really just want to talk. I want to face Jack's killer and tell him what he's done to me.
죽이겠다는 아니고
No.
왜 그걸
Funny
가르쳐줬냐
part is-
잭에게.
That he actually told me where he lives. He
아.
wants to meet me. Would you believe that?
How come?
오.
Well, this kind of thing he does is called trolling on the internet. It's usually a form of extreme bullying, psychological cruelty.
맞아.
Those who are clever
맞아,
enough
맞아.
say,
그렇긴
don't
해.
feed the troll.
그러니까
Don't
잭도
talk to
뭔가
them.
두 가지 마음이
It-
공존해 있겠지.
It only makes it
병신에게
worse if you
먹이를
show
주지
any interest
마시오래.
in them at all. And Eye of Adam is no exception. He craves attention. He's a hungry troll who wants
이게
to
이렇게
devour as
감정이
many hearts as he
무섭습니다,
can get a
여러분.
hold of.
트롤러. 와.
I emailed him and told him I was a
감정이
massive
무섭습니다.
fan who loves his work. He wouldn't believe me at first.
음.
But trolls are always hungry, and I was prepared to serve him a meal fit for a king.
응.
What do you mean?
I fed him so much bullshit that he really believed I'm a suicide preacher just like him.
그
Great.
인간의 혼장을 빨.
I wish he'd given you his door number though.
It's all a part of some
Drama
sick
오빠.
game he's playing. Sooner or later,
맞아.
I'll find him.
트롤리는 광존이지. 맞아. 맞아요.
There were signs on the car windows.
Warning signs, yeah. I found on that forum that the Eye of Adam doesn't want any accidental deaths. So he posted this poster design for people to print. It turns out there's a whole sick ideology behind it. Fumes from the car could hurt anyone who opens the door, and that's not the point. The idea is to die willingly and with clear mind, to prepare for it, to embrace it.
Jesus. You'd think the police would investigate the whole thing.
This guy knows how to hide. The police can't be bothered to make an effort. It took me 3 months to track him down.
똑한데 세
Now
달이나
I'm finally so close. I can almost smell that
개자식.
fucker.
개자식님? 화학물질이
What
뭐였지?
are those two chemical products?
Well, I'm not sure if you want to know that.
그러게.
I get it. You don't want to tell me because I'm a fucking suicidal maniac. Is that it?
No, Ms. Archworth. No, I didn't mean it like that. Okay. Maybe to some extent. Just replace maniac with victim and fucking
사막이
with
거의 뭐.
recovering. You've only just come
쫄보냐.
back from the hospital. Whatever it was that made you do it, you proved you are capable of going through with. I don't know you long enough to tell you if you're completely over it now. And the last thing I want is to give you stupid ideas.
잘 자요.
It would be just like what the Eye of Adam does. I would
오늘도
never
완전
forgive
방해.
myself if anything
유튜브에
happened to you because of
올릴게요.
me. I mean, how could I?
오케이, 좋아. 내가 자살을 다신 안 한다고 약속하면 어떠니? 교훈을 얻어서 죽을 일 없을 거야. 죽고자 하는 사람은 새로운 방법을 찾는데. 죽을
I've
일 없을
learnt
거야.
my lesson. Dying is not for me.
I'd really like to
So
believe you, Miss
nice.
Ashworth. But I will need you to promise me that you will never try this method.
응,
All
알았어.
right. I can promise you that I will
자살하지
never
않을게.
try this method. Or any other method for that matter.
그래서 약속을
Been there. Do you
죽을-
believe me
맞아,
now?
맞아. 자살을 하지 않겠다고
Yeah,
했는데
I think
미안해
I
하면서
do.
죽었잖아, 그죠?
Good.
할수
I'm
없지.
glad
그
you
상황에서
said that, you
죽어야지,
know.
뭐.
The recipe for this deadly cocktail is very simple. Any good housewife can make it in a blast.
뭐지? 갑자기 이쪽으로 왔어. 아, 회상하고 있었어. 회상했어요. 근데 자살했는데 얘가 다시 살았어. 왜냐면 불사신이잖아. 그러니까 방금 저기서 총 쏜 부분으로 다시 돌아왔죠? 그 방법으로, 미치가 알려준 방법으로 저 걔네를 죽이는 거 아니야? 이거 뭐야? 테이크 가자. 고양이 집게. 얘 죽여야 돼. 얘 죽여야 돼. 얘 죽여야 되죠? 잠깐 이거 어떻게 하지? 이거 어떻게? 여러분 이거 어떻게 나가요? 어떻게? 이거 어떻게 나가요 이거? 이 약간 피지컬 아니야? 루켓 건 락커. 바로 일어날 거야. 어떻게 해야 되지? 싸우면 이길 가능성은 없어. 빠르고 머리를 잘 써서 제거해야 돼.
당연히 그냥 뒤돌아 나가면 되는 걸요.
그래요? 왠지 근데 윈도우. 어떻게. 뭐지? 바보, 다른 길이 있었네. 뭐야? 다른 데가 있네요. There. 키친 도어가 아마 키친 도어에 그 이상한 그 여자가 있을 것 같죠? 아니 고잉업. 1층 뒤지는 게 아니네. 뭐야? 아니 난 나이
두부가 만들 수 있으니까.
잠깐. 아까 그 화학약품을 만들어내면 될 것 같거든요.
만들어야 돼.
원래 그럴 것 같죠? 숨을 필요는 없어. 페인팅.
재료 찾아서.
맞아. 그림? 뭐야? 그림은 왜 찾아? 그림으로.
빈통에. 아닐까요?
재료를 찾아 빈통.
Well. Boxes full of bleach.
표백제.
I suppose I deserve a bottle. I've worked hard for it.
오케이. 표백제랑.
This reminds me of something.
오케이.
The first thing you need is a strong toilet bleach. You know the kind. Not just a regular bleach, but one that makes your eyes all watery and skin itchy.
지금 만드는 법 가르쳐. 그게 지금 뭐. 진짜.
What's going on? Something is wrong, Mitzi. The cats are alarming.
That's exactly like when I found you, Miss Ashworth.
We've got to check what's going on.
Oh, I'm really sorry, but there is no way I'm going out in this fog.
안개가 있어서 지는
I'll
안
go on my own
내려간대.
then.
이거 뭐야? 안개가 있어서 본인은 안 내려가신다고? 몇 층까지 가야 되지? 그랜드 플로어? 무슨 아파트 파트가 다 낡아 빠졌네 진짜. 영국 맞네. 영국이었어 여러분. 영국 게임이었어.